So you want to build a PC, but you don't know where to start? I got you. I have a buddy of mine who has the exact same story. We just went on a trip to do some training up in Indianapolis, and they just so happen to have a Micro Center there. So we go to this Micro Center, and then we're looking around at all the parts and everything, and he's not quite sold if he wants to build one just yet. He ends up buying a keyboard, which, it's weird to me that you would buy a keyboard for a PC you don't have, but, I'm not here to judge. So we leave, and the next day we're eating breakfast, and he was like, hey man, I've been getting a lot of videos on my phone that are popping up about PCs. So, I kind of smiled. I was like, yeah, man, that's how they get you. So he was like, I think I want to build a PC now. So we go over his budget, and we go to PC Part Picker list. We make him a list of everything that he wants and that he needs that's within his budget. And now PC Part Picker list is not quite accurate on its prices, especially because Micro Center has a lot of great, combo deals on the walk-in deals. So we go back to the Micro Center, and we find him a pretty decent combo deal for a CPU, motherboard, and some RAM. And we buy basically everything from Micro Center that he needs, other than the case. They were out of stock of the case that he wanted, so he just ordered that from Amazon. But here's what he bought from Micro Center. Building a PC from start to finish is probably not as difficult as you may think it is. It seems overcomplicated, just with the sheer amount of parts that goes into it. But it's really not that bad. It's as long as you've watched several videos on how to do it. And if you guys want me to make a PC building tutorial, I'd be happy to. It would be a lot of fun. A lot of these shots that I took this time on this video were with a tutorial in mind. I just didn't do it because I don't know if people want me to explain it, because I tend to ramble on a lot. But if that's something that you're interested in, let me know in the comments. I will say, when PC building, aside from making sure you have a balanced system, one of the hardest parts is knowing where everything plugs in at. So say you have RGB lighting, or really any type of lighting, or an LCD display. You got to know where that plugs into. If it's going to need SATA power, if it needs a USB on the motherboard, like a USB header. If you need a controller for all of your RGB case fans to light up and then be in sequence. All that's kind of difficult to really know how to do, and there's not really any good tutorials on it. You kind of just have to learn as you go. But Aside from that, learning how to cable manage it is also pretty difficult. Other than having some big nest in the back, you want it to look nice and neat. You want to be able to put that back panel on there without it having any kind of issues of closing. Now, after I finished building this PC, we did have an issue, and it would boot just fine, but then it wouldn't post. And what post means is basically you get a display on your screen. I tried pretty much everything I knew how to do to get it to post, which was I reseat the RAM, then I reseat the GPU. Still, it didn't post. So I removed the AIO water pump, and I reseated the CPU. Still, it wouldn't post. So finally, I decided to take the RAM from my PC to put it into this PC, and it booted and posted perfectly fine. Which, it's weird and wild to me how a brand new set of RAM sticks can not be compatible with the motherboard, but that's kind of the story of DDR5. So if you decide to go with an AM5 build and use DDR5 RAM sticks, make sure they're compatible with your motherboard, otherwise it won't work. But these just happen to come in the kit that we got from Micro Center. So after we found out that those RAM sticks were no good, I decided to tell them, hey, just go to Best Buy if you want it today, and then buy yourself some new RAM sticks, and I'll put them in there. We'll make sure it posts, and everything will be good to go, and then you'll be able to enjoy your PC. Just return these back to Micro Center. Anyway, guys, hey, that's it for this build. It was a lot of fun. My buddy is super stoked. It performs so much better than he thought it would. If you could, just give me a like, give me a follow, hit that bell button for more content just like this.